Hello everybody, this is the Mothership here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about 8 things you might not know about Realm of the Mad God. I'm betting you all know at least one of the things I'm about to discuss, but I hope that this brings at least 1 or 2 new things to light for you that you didn't know in the past, especially for new players. I want this video to be sort of like a Talwar, cakebox style video, but I'll be speaking a little bit quicker than he usually is. If you don't know his channel, go check it out. He's a really cool YouTuber and he's got a ton of subscribers. He totally deserves them. Now, the first thing you might not know about Realm of the Mad God is that you can hold shift and click to use your character's ability. So that would be like a seal or a knight shield, but also you can use it to permanently star on your ninja. So if you hold down shift and click and then just let go of everything, it will leave that little speedy boost on you while draining your mana, of course, but if you have a good pet, that won't be an issue, but it won't just, you don't have to hold it down. It'll just let you run around without holding shift or click or anything. It's really cool, and you can hit space to cancel it. You can use shift click on every other class. I sometimes use it on wizard just because I'm lazy and I don't feel like hitting spacebar. So I think that's a pretty cool one, holding shift and clicking to use your ability. Now the second thing you might not know about Realm of the Mad God is that destroying little candles in things such as the puppet or the manor actually gives you quite a bit of XP. I believe it's comparable to or more than killing a god is killing one of those little candles. So I always clear the candles, especially in like tea rooms and puppets when I'm waiting for people to kill the mini boss. I like to kill the candles to get some more fame on my characters, and also in manors. If I'm waiting for some guy to rush or clear and I'm on a low level character, I'm going to kill all those candles and get a ton of XP because they're actually really good sources of it. Now the third thing you might not know about Realm of the Mad God is hitting options and then back to home. So your key, I believe it's usually set to O for options, and then back to home will bring you to the character selection screen. A lot of people know this one, but some people don't, and there's actually a fair portion of the community that uses the character select in the Nexus to pick their character and change characters. You don't have to do that. If you're in a realm, you can just hit your options key and back to home and then select a character. Like for a hermit, change from a wizard to a knight really quickly. Now, number 4 is that every dragon killed in the Lod, the Lair of Draconis, will give the other dragons after it new abilities. Now, this is like if you were killing Pyr, the Crimson Dragon, some people pronounce it Pyre, it would give armor breaking to the next dragon, whichever one you fought next, and so on and so forth until they stack up on the dragons. Now, if you were fighting Lismon, or Limaz, and you killed him, then the next dragon would have Sick, I believe it is. So that's really cool, is that actually the order you do it in does matter. It's not just if you start on black, they all give each other different abilities, which is really cool. Now, number 5 is actually really nice. It's if you need a certain key, like say you're trying to buy, I don't know, a tomb key or something, and you cannot find it in the Nexus for the life of you, and you're like, where is a tomb key? You can use /Nexus tutorial to get to the Nexus explanation, which will have a bunch of key options for you. And if you want to refresh the key options there to find the key you're looking for, like you don't find it the first time in the Nexus tutorial, you can type /Nexus tutorial again, and it'll reset the explanation, giving you new keys, and you can try to find the one that you want there to buy it. Now, number 6 is actually, there's a lot of people who don't, who are new players to the game, so they wouldn't know that this is an issue, but it's that any sites that are messaging you, such as Deca Welcome Sale, head on over to realmcrappysite.realworldtrade.com. If they are messaging you that is actually against the Realm terms of service, and in the United States, it's actually illegal to do this kind of thing with those, for these sites. I don't know if it's illegal to buy it, but it's very much against the terms of service for the game, and you will be banned if you are caught real world trading. Do not make purchases on sites that are messaged to you. That's the blue text. Those are not part of Deca. That is not actually the Realm of the Mad God company. Those are against the terms of service and could get you banned. Number 7 is that unlike the epic spider den, dragon eggs do not have to be broken to kill bosses in the Lair of Draconis. So think like the black dragon fight. When you're walking in there and you see Fergus the Demented or whatever, those little black eggs that spawn minions that heal Fergus, you don't have to kill them. As long as you don't wake them up, they won't heal Fergus. So that's basically, if they're in their eggs, they won't heal. But if you wake them up and they're flying around, they are actively healing. So if you can avoid the eggs, you don't actually have to take the time to kill all of them. This can be really helpful if you're soloing and you just don't have the DPS to sit on top of them and kill them. especially if you're on something like a priest. I mean, it's nice to not have to kill those little eggs. So, but in the epic spider den, you do have to kill the 4 eggs to get to the boss. Number 8 is that sometimes you can see little players flying across your screen. Like just today, I saw a rogue just boom, like 1 frame or 2 frames across the screen, super fast. If you see a player fly across your screen like that, that's when they're teleporting. Because what's really cool is Realm actually shows players teleporting across the world. It's just them moving really, really quickly. So other players can actually see someone going from point A, maybe on the beach, to Godlands if they are along that path. You will see a character just fly across your screen. It's happened to me. I've noticed it maybe a dozen times in Realm. It's a very rare occurrence because you have to be standing in the path of somebody teleporting across the map or something like that. So it's kind of a cool thing to see it, and I just saw it again today, so I wanted to throw it in this video as one of the things you might not know about Realm of the Mad God. Now, if you guys have anything that you think other people might not know about Realm of the Mad God, or if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, criticism, feedback, anything like that, tell me in the comments below. I'd love to make a part 2 to this video. I really think this kind of thing is fun, especially for new players who just don't know these things. I mean, there's a lot of you out there saying, oh, I knew that hitting options back to home will bring you to the... I mean, I know you know that, and I don't mean to mock you here with that voice, but the new players seeing this kind of thing, it could really help them. So I'd like to see the things that you guys know that you think others might not, and maybe we could turn it into a video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.